Hi, this is Rebecca, and this is Joe. He's one of our coaches from Headstrong Beauty Movement. I am here to do an introduction interview with him. Hi, Joe.
How you doing?
Hi. How old are you?
I'm 52 years old.
And how tall are you?
6'3".
And how much do you weigh?
About 230 right now.
And what brings you to our channel?
Not too many guys do this type of thing. There are some things that I'd like to share that will help make life a little easier.
What is your favorite shampoo?
That would be Billy Jealousy, and it's called Fuzzy Logic.
Do you use a conditioner, and if so, what kind?
I do use a conditioner, not every day. That would be typically once a week, probably. And it's actually made by the same company, Billy Jealousy, and it's called Cashmere Coat, as you can see there.
It smells really good.
Yeah, both of them smell really good, especially the one with the peppermint oil.
I noticed you are graying. Would you ever consider coloring your hair and or your beard?
I have tried both, and yes, I would consider it again.
Would you ever try a new shampoo, and if so, what would it be?
In light of thinking about coloring my hair, there's a product I found. It's by a company called Sebastian, and it's called Trilliance, and it's actually a type of shampoo that it's a preparation cleanser type, and it can prepare you for coloring your hair, which is what she just mentioned. And if I'm going to do that, that is the thought why I picked that up.
It almost smells like Pantene, which is really interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty good smelling stuff. Not as good as the other ones, though.
Trillions.
I don't think, anyway.
That's pretty cool. Do you style your hair?
I don't know if you call it styling. I tend to, when I get out of the shower, just towel dry my hair. I get some hair gel, run it through my hair, just shape it a little bit and just let it dry on its own.
I think your hair is usually a little more spiky than it is right now.
Yeah, I probably need a haircut, that's why.
What is your favorite gel product since you use gel?
Actually, I got introduced to this stuff by the hairstylist I have, and it's American Crew is the company that makes it. It's Firm Hold Styling Gel.
It smells pretty good too. I'm smelling everything you keep putting down, which is kind of funny.
She's going to confirm that everything's okay.
What's the worst styling gel you've ever used and why?
You hate to say anything's the worst, but for me, the worst one I ever tried is by Garnier. It's Fructus style, and it's Curl Scrunch. I just happened to pick it up, and I thought, well, it's green, it looks kind of cool, I'll try it. When you get it in your hair, it makes your hair real stiff and brittle, feels like it's going to break off. And
this smells almost like passion fruit, where American Crew almost smells like almost like a shampoo type smell. So what other gel or styling products have you used?
You find this rather comical. I just happened to pick this up, and I was going to try it. And I have tried it, and it doesn't smell as good as the Crew, but it's from a company called Grooming. It's their maximum hold gel.
Now this smells exactly like a lemon.
There you go. I'll be a lemon head.
I don't like this one. I hate to say that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't smell as good as the other one.
Maximum hold gel. Now Now you haven't mentioned anything about flaking. When you wear a gel like the one like Fruit, the Garnier, when it gets that real stiff, cementy feel to it, does it flake? Like, does it get that dandruffy look to it?
No, I don't have that problem.
Now, I've known you for a long time, and I remember a time when you used to use just hairspray.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is quite a drastic change from that.
So I noticed you have a goatee, but you obviously still have to shave.
Right.
Do you shave your neck area and the sides of your face? Or
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
When you shave, what product do you use for shaving?
I tend to use gels. The one that I like is, my skin's kind of sensitive, so I use this, and you can buy this just about anywhere. Turn it the right way. It's Edge, and it's their sensitive skin version. A little bit of it tends to go a long way, and it has like a cooling conditioner thing after. You can feel it after you shave. It just helps the razor do its thing a lot better for me than a foam does.
I hear you have some interesting razor stories that you're going to share with us in another video.
Yeah, Yeah, that'd be very beneficial to a lot of folks out there who probably wouldn't have a clue.
I noticed you have very little wrinkles for your age. What moisturizers do you use?
The one, funny enough, as it may seem again, is from Joe Grooming, and this is actually an aftershave gel, and it actually is more creamy than gel, but if you use an alcohol-based thing or an astringent type thing, to me, my skin's sensitive, and it'll leave you blotchy and just doesn't have the smoothness and keep the razor stubble down.
Now, in a workplace, in a tight workplace, I noticed that these days men are moving more away from colognes and perfumey smells.
Right.
This moisturizer doesn't have a smell to it. It's
No,
actually scent free.
not at all.
Is that something that you look for in a moisturizer?
Tend to do that because if when I take a shower, I use something that has a scent to it. It's not real strong. It's not like Axe, just to throw one out there. Most of their stuff tends to be really strong smelling. That particular cream gel type thing for aftershave has no smell, so it would not interfere with, if you wanted to smell like whatever you took a shower with, which is just a clean smell to me.
What would you consider your grooming concern and or flaw?
I believe it or not, where my crown is back here, I don't know if you can see it. See that? I have a cowlick there, and I have to make the hairstylist well aware of it, because if he doesn't cut my hair correctly, it really looks funny, and it's hard to manage.
And it does stick up. I can actually see it sticking up.
As soon as I touched it, it did.
Would you consider trying this brand?
Let's see, what do we have here? Clinique for Men. We have a
perhaps
face.
Doing a review on that in
Yeah,
a week
sure.
or two?
Absolutely. It's a face wash, exfoliating tonic, which, that takes away the dead skin. That would be a really cool thing. And then the moisturizing lotion to follow that with. And yeah, sure, I'd give that a shot.
What do you do for a living?
I actually work in IT, information technology, for the federal government.
What do you wear to work?
It's typically business casual. Because I do a lot of work in a data center and moving things around, I'm fortunately enough allowed to wear jeans, a button-up shirt like this with short sleeves or long sleeves if it's wintertime.
Would you consider doing videos on outfits of the day and how guys could dress up jeans and make jeans look nice for either a night out on the town or how to go to work and dress jeans up?
Yeah, sure.
For business.
I do that, yeah.
I understand you've had some health issues recently. Can you share some of those health issues?
Sure. Within the last 2 years, I've had my left Achilles actually tore away, and I had it completely replaced with a donor's, and it was bone grafted back on, and took quite a bit of physical therapy and many casts on it and walking boots. And at the same time, I had a bunch of calcium deposits in my right knee, and those had to be removed. I'm also dealing right now with another issue in my lower back. I'm having a problem between L5 and S1. There's a compressed disc that's pushing against the sciatic nerve, and I'm going through physical therapy for that right now at this point. It would be type 2 diabetes. I used to weigh a whole lot more than I do now. I'm not insulin dependent, so I take medication for it. And that works out well. It keeps it managed.
Do you do exercises? Do you lift weights? What is your exercise routine?
Yeah, I tend to do, I like to walk, especially this time of year. It's really getting nice out. I do lift weights to keep my arms in shape, to work my legs. I like to try to do some stair walking. I'm going to get into, and I want to get into yoga because I do some stretching now because of the physical therapy and always have, because of my different operations.
Do you use supplements, and if you do, what products are they?
Before I go walking or lift weights, one follows the other. I'll use Muscle Milk, which has vitamins in it, and it has protein, which, as you know, protein is what's needed to help build muscle mass. At my age, to keep the muscle going is a good thing. And then I have really more fall allergies than spring allergies, but they do tend to flare up. I use bee pollen.
Now, I know that you've had a lot of bone pain and muscle aches.
Right.
Do you have a special product that you use for that?
Actually, it's called BioFreeze. It actually is good for, it's menthol, banishing scent. It's arthritis, back pain, sore muscles, and joints. So this stuff, yeah, it's kind of like Ben Gay on steroids. There you go.
So again, thank you, and we will talk to everybody soon.
We'll see you next week, Rebecca, and you guys also.
Thank
Have
you.
a good one. Take
Thanks.
care.
All right, bye.
Bye.